The challenge isn't just losing a person, it's losing the decades of pattern recognition, the intuition, the why behind every decision they ever made. In the next 4 years, a wave of retirements will take decades of expertise with them. But there's a way to capture that wisdom before it's gone. This is how AI becomes your institutional memory, preserving what matters most. We'll look at the specific, critical knowledge that evaporates when an expert retires, the things that never make it into a manual. Then, we'll see how AI actively listens to your experts, building a bridge to their know-how. That captured wisdom transforms into a dynamic, interactive knowledge base, a living system that doesn't just store answers, but teaches the reasoning. Finally, we'll cover how deploying this now future-proofs your entire workforce. Right now, across every industry, a silent crisis is unfolding. Your most seasoned engineers, your master machinists, your veteran project leads, they are all approaching retirement. And when they clock out for the last time, they won't just be leaving a job. They will be taking with them decades of unwritten rules, intuitive fixes, and hard-won shortcuts that never made it into any manual. This isn't just a loss of personnel. It's a direct threat to your operational stability and your competitive edge. That irreplaceable knowledge, the very wisdom that keeps complex systems running smoothly, is evaporating with every farewell party. This is the silent crisis unfolding in boardrooms and on factory floors right now. But there is a proactive strategy, a way to systematically encode their expertise, creating a permanent bridge from their experience to your organization's future. That bridge is built with AI. Imagine a veteran machinist, hands calloused from 40 years on the factory floor, speaking into a tablet. She describes a subtle vibration in a lathe, a sound she knows means a bearing will fail in 2 weeks. An AI system listens. It transcribes her words, but it does more. It tags the context, links the sound to a specific machine model, and structures her intuition into a diagnostic protocol. This is not just recording, it is active, intelligent capture. The AI builds a searchable archive of her tacit knowledge. It connects her story about the vibration to maintenance logs, schematic diagrams, and past incident reports. Her decades of pattern recognition become a living database. A young apprentice on their first day can access this. They put on an AR headset on that same factory floor. They see a digital overlay, a guide cloned from the master's experience. When they hear that faint hum, the system highlights the bearing and displays the exact steps the veteran would take. This is the knowledge bridge. It spans the gap between a retiring expert and a new hire, transforming whispered wisdom into structured, actionable intelligence. The bridge is built, but the journey is just beginning. Next, we see how that captured data becomes a living teacher. The veteran's words don't just become a document, they become a living simulation. That raw data, the stories and warnings captured by AI, is now structured into interactive modules. A new hire doesn't just read about a complex repair, they step into a 3D simulation of the factory floor, guided by a digital twin of the expert. They can practice the procedure in virtual reality, making mistakes without consequence. On the actual floor, an AR headset overlays that same expert's guidance directly onto the machinery. It highlights the exact valve to turn, the specific gauge to watch, using the veteran's own annotated instructions. This is knowledge transformed into muscle memory and instinct. The wisdom is no longer locked in one person's head. It's an active, teachable force embedded in the tools your team uses every day. This living system ensures mastery is transferred, not just information. And deploying it now is how you secure your operations for the future. This is the moment to act. The knowledge bridge is built, the simulations are running, but deployment is what separates a pilot program from a permanent advantage. You are not just archiving memories, you are constructing a resilient, living operational core. When a new engineer faces a critical system fault at 2 a.m., they won't be guessing. They will access a curated library of solutions, born from 1,000 similar problems your veterans solved over decades. Training cycles shrink from months to weeks. The subtle, unwritten rules that prevent costly errors become standard procedure for everyone. This is how you ensure your production lines don't falter, your quality standards don't slip, and your institutional wisdom outlasts any single career. You are future-proofing your workforce, turning the inevitable transition of retirement into a strategic renewal. The competitive edge you preserve is the one you built with your own people, now safeguarded for the next generation. Check out the link in the bio to see how you can deploy this before your top talent retires. That machinist's intuition about a lathe's vibration now lives in a simulation. The veteran's guidance, once whispered on the factory floor, now appears as an AR overlay for a new hire. This is the transformation. Your company's deepest wisdom becomes a permanent, teachable asset, ensuring mastery outlasts any single career. Check out the link in the bio to see how you can deploy AI-driven knowledge capture before your top talent retires.